do that thing now. Gonna do that thing. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, set it up. Uptown, setting it up. Gonna set this video up. Setting up a dream right now. Gotta set up a dream right now. Come on, I got a dream right now. Gotta set up a dream right now. Gonna paste the link. Gonna copy and paste the link. Whoa. That's not right. I don't want to do that. I never posted that. Oh man, come on. Stupid. Leave this page. Ooh, my eyes are burning. I don't know why. Okay, what's on your mind? Boom. Going live. Ready. Live. Update on at Kamikaze Expo 2015 Publish. Alright. I never posted any of these links last night. Oh, no wonder. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, you guys. Video. Add from web. Boom. Check out this box. Boom. Post. Nope. Post now. Post it. Post it, please. Please post now. Why you don't do this? Live. Post. This is the worst. You're not posting. Close. Discard. Just write it, thing. Add a video. Control V. Going live. Please post. Okay, you're not posting. Discard. Go onto the Tumblr main page here. Okay, you know what? I posted something on Tumblr already. It's gonna be fine. Let's see what we can find on the chat. Here we go. Wow, we've already got a lot of hellos, I think. Okay, yeah, we do. We have a lot of hellos. Okay. Zimara, #1. Hey, Zimara, good to see you. Hey, Red Star Garnet. Hey, Stephanie. Hello, Helen. Hi, Kat. Hey, Karen. Hey, Mojo Baby. Hey, Mojo Baby. I don't recognize you. Have you been around before? Hello, Vanessa. How you doing? Heart. Hey, Karen. Hey, Dead Purple Allison. Let's see, what do we got? Hey, Kristen. Kristen, thanks for all the tags. I saw that you were on Twitter, just like tagging the shit out of all the Kamikaze photos. Like, that's Loki Hates You. That's ThorTV. This one over here is Loki Hates You and ThorTV. That's Loki Hates You, ThorTV. That one's over there, ThorTV. That's Loki Hates You. So it's good to good looking out there. Appreciate that. Sorry, my hair's all fucked up. Hey, Lynn. Where was I? I was at Kristen. Yeah, hey, Candace. And then, hey, Kitten. Hey, Beetle Chum. Hey, Lady Piper. Good to see you. Oh. How come I don't... Mojo, I feel like you don't talk much. We can talk some more. It's okay. It was good to boost the audio either way. Maybe not. Did I say hi to Joanna yet? I think we did. Maybe not. Who knows? Hey, Vanessa's cousin. Whatever's up with that. Okay, so, let's start with an unboxing because I feel like that's actually not the meat of today's broadcast. There's one box that came in. I think there's a ton of stuff that's going to be coming into the P.O. box come, like, tomorrow. But Bobby said they were behind on sorting things, so we didn't have anything come in from the P.O. box today. Yeah. But I have high hopes for tomorrow. People are already telling me that there's stuff there, so I'm thinking it's going to be there tomorrow. So, let's open this one package that we got from the wish list. You just grab it right here. This guy here. You see that? So it's about that big. And knife. And let's do it. And so I have a feeling I know what this is, and let's see if, yes, I do know what this is. Okay. So I had mentioned in one broadcast last week sometime, better be, okay. Hey, Bill, for the rest of the zombies. So here's the thing. Now, there are 2 of these. We've got 2 of these beautiful storage boxes. Good news is, works awesome. Unfortunately, I don't know quite what to do with this one yet. You know what this will be? This is going to be my new sewing box. Yeah. So, here's the deal. Let me go get it. Shit. Knock the thing over. Damn it. Alright. That's fine. Guys, it's fine. Okay. So check it out. This is the one that I got last week. And it's got all my Zombicide pieces in it. See all the pieces in there? See them all? And then it's got another and it opens up and you got all these guys in here. And it's all the player tokens. I don't want to do it too much or else. But I've sorted them by color so they're easier to find. But for everyone who tuned in last night to actually watch us play Zombicide, thank you so much. I'm sorry if it wasn't completely coherent in that it gets very tedious explaining the rules while you're playing because there's sort of some exceptions that that have to be made a lot. So it's like it's kind of good having a new player present because it gives the audience a while to adjust to the new player asking questions, and you can say, well, we're doing this because of this. But I didn't want to get into, well, each player has 5 inventory slots. Like, it's on the card. Like, it's in front of the players, and I didn't want to pause the game too much for the people that were in the room with me in order to spell things out for the audience. However, we got that done. Bennett did a little side part about why this is happening here and this is happening there. But there are so many variables and rules in the set we were playing last night that I would have literally just spent most of the time explaining things if I didn't kind of power through it. So I was trying to do it case by case, explaining like, oh yeah, you know, here's what's happening right now. Here's what you can do about it. However, the fact that I've got this second container now, I think I'm going to take all my sewing supplies and they're going to go right in here. Because I currently have them in my little dollar store toolbox, and this will be my new sewing supply thing, which will be great. I didn't even think of doing that until I opened it up. So, that's good. We'll use it. It's going to be good. Thank you, Helen, for sending that. I realized that we'd had a discussion earlier over Facebook chat about like, oh no, I saw you open this box and I just sent you this same thing, so it's coming to you one way or the other. So we're gonna make it work. I got a place for it. I'm gonna do it. Okay. So let's see what you guys are saying. La 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 la. Wow. Wow, you guys are just wait, no, that can't be right. I had something highlighted. Yeah, we were past. There it is. Okay. Okay. Oh! It's Maria McKepperlin-Lau. Ukahichi Tao. A little Hawaiian on that one. Let's see. Whoop. Hey, bud. My cat just got scared because the cord. She got caught in the cord a little bit. It's okay. Hey, bud. It's okay. Oh, she's all freaked out right now. She's running around all crazy. She's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Did you and Thor go see Bobby? We did go see Bobby, Marie Mackensack. We saw him on Friday. Actually, no. Now that I'm thinking of it, I guess Stephen did not meet Bobby. Stephen met another postal service employee, which is kind of a shame, but whatever. You know, he made it a little after 11:30, so unfortunately we didn't get to make it during Bobby hours. What else we got? Nice looking box. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Hey, Carla. Kristen, is there a third one of these boxes coming, or did you send the first one? Yeah, it's going to be a great sewing box, I agree. I can't hear anything. Is that happening for anyone else? Is there anyone else who can't hear? It did. It looks great for the Zombicide collection. I used it last night, and it looked real nice. Yeah, we did a playthrough last night. If you go on my Twitch channel, you can probably find. I think that you can play the video. I mean, it's a long video. I may go through and try to cut out some highlights, but we'll see. So I didn't stay on long, but it was interesting to watch. I missed the stream as well. Pretty bad day, so I just called it night super early. Well, like I said, the video is still there. It wasn't very interactive either way. We weren't monitoring the chat too closely until the very, very end. So whatever people were saying, we just didn't really have time to keep a super close eye on it. Sorry I'm late. I have to play Supreme Court Judge for homework. I don't even know what that means. I just woke up from a nap, so I'm a little frazzled. Helen loved it last night. It looked like it would be a great sewing box. Good. Stream about the game was interesting. I watched a bit to see if I understand the game. It's hard to understand a complicated board game. Hey Elizabeth, and especially if you're not there actually playing it. Let's see. Last night was fun to watch. It's okay. You don't. Like I said, it's a good thing to have either way. Do any of the people from the stream live close to you? Yeah. Bennett lives close by. Bob lives not incredibly far away. Bob's a little bit of a drive. And then there was Remy is okay. You know, she's probably a 40-50 minute drive, but everybody else was a couple hours away, if not a bunch of like Brandy is like 6 or 7 hours away, if not 8. Yeah, Kat was around too. I'm using this time so the audio is working for me. Audio is good on my end. Audio. Headphones drown out the kidlets upstairs. Audio is good for me. Enjoyed it, sewing done. Basically, I have to a case based on other cases, and it is boring. Well, that's homework for you. Audio good. No headphones because I colored my hair 10 minutes ago. Yeah, Lynn, what color you got your hair going? Okay, good. So, if you're having technical problems, hopefully it resolves itself as well as Dead Purple does, in that it just kind of refreshes and fixes itself. So, let's talk about Kamikaze. What happened with Kamikaze was was, come here, buddy. Let's get distracted first. Let's get this out of the way. Hi, babe. What are you so crazy about tonight? You're so crazy tonight. Why? You just eat some food? You'll... Can you calm down a little bit? So you're not going crazy all around the apartment? Can you point your butt at me now? She said, don't touch my tail. Don't kiss my head. Don't do nothing. Alright. You just don't want to be on the camera. Just want to do it. Thank you. Thank you for putting your face somewhere near the camera. Oh. You hate this so much. I kissed your butt. Now you're running away. Okay. So that's what's going to happen with that. Bye. What are you doing? That's my blankets, you fucker. What are you doing? You better not be peeing on my bed. Okay. It's fine. She's fine. She's fine. She's just in a crazy mode right now. Okay. Let's see what else we got going on. Yeah, unfortunately I wasn't able to see Grumpy Cat. We were walking around the con a little too much. The neighbor's cat is good. She's healing up nicely. We're gonna go... Shit, I guess tomorrow. I guess we're gonna go bring her in tomorrow for another checkup. But doctor says she's doing fine. She may even get her cast off tomorrow, but I don't want to make any promises. No, I think it's next week she'll get her cast off. Blonde with pink roots. Bright purple tips. That's crazy. Did you have fun this weekend? We did have fun this weekend. I'm gonna explain it in a minute. So how many people were completely thrown off by the time change? You know, it's not optimal, but actually it bought us an hour of sleep, so that was nice. Let's see. Marie McClicky Clack, if you want to send something, please do. I would love to receive a package from you. You print screened the last 2.5 hours, the last 2 half hours. How did you... I don't know what that means. So you took a bunch of screenshots? Oh, yeah, last night during the stream, PGC was very confused about why there were so many voices in here and so many noises and things that she wasn't expecting to bump into, so... thanks everyone. No touchy, karma for kissing her head. Yeah, she likes to put her butt in my face. Not the one that talks cats like that. PGC is in crazy mode. You didn't get... No, it's not catnip. I think it's because it's raining. I think she's getting a lot of smells from whatever the rain is washing up. When I had a cat, I talked to her all the time. Purple. Time change was weird. I'm used to going. Sorry, Helen, about the fact that we both bought the same container. Didn't realize that you could purchase... Oh my god. Carla's very angry at daylight savings. Okay. So. It took longer than mine to get there. Yeah, it's raining a little right now. It was raining harder before. So, okay. So, Friday. Let's see. Brandy showed up on Thursday night. Or did Brandy show up on Wednesday night? Brandy showed up on Wednesday night, and I got to say hi to her. Then Thursday night happened, and I had to, I had to go say goodbye to my friend who was leaving for India for work. Okay. I got to hang out with Brandy a little bit on Thursday. We went and we did the Thursday broadcast. You guys saw that. And then Friday happened. Friday was, went to the post office with Brandy to see if she had shipped a package here in hopes of having it for Kamikaze, and it just never arrived, and we don't know why. It may have been shipped back, it may just never have gotten here. We're looking into it. more to come on that story. After that, I came home. Ray Nix Cosplay came over and was kind of staging here for a minute so that she could get herself dressed up to go to the con, and then she was going to take the train in like we do whenever there's a con downtown. So from my house, it's very easy to walk to a train station, get on the subway, go downtown to the Staples Center in Los Angeles, and not have to pay $30 for parking. So that's what I encourage all my friends to do, is like, just come to my neighborhood, park for free, and we'll just make it happen. So Ray Nix Cosplay came over. She got her costume on, and Brandy came over as well in those same few minutes. And Shay, that's Ray Nix, Shay took Brandy downtown just as Steven was arriving from Northern California. So he arrived. We got him situated. We got dressed. We went downtown. We showed up to the con. I had Prison Loki on, so it was kind of an easy moving around day. We were surprised to have walked into Kamikaze, and it was empty. There was no one there. There was no one in the lobby of the Los Angeles Convention Center the Friday of Kamikaze at like 4 o'clock. That's not to say no one. There was about 20 people walking around who were Comic-Con attendees. So we're there, and we're just like, what the hell is going on here? And as it turns out, the main hall of the Los Angeles Convention Center was already booked for a different convention. And that made it really confusing, because all that was left for Kamikaze were the two smaller vendor halls, which are way, like, they're like a 5-minute walk down like these really long hallways. So we had to go and find the other part of the convention, and we asked the people, there was some staff sitting there, so we were like, where are we supposed to go? And they were like, oh, registration's over here. And on our way to registration, we met up with Brandy, who had already been there for probably an hour, and we got our badges after a little bit of investigating. It turns out no one knew the real name that our badges were registered under, so we had to kind of just take a program and be like, look, here's the panel that we're on Sunday morning, and they ended up giving us press badges, which is nice. So we got our badges, no big problem, took about 20 minutes, that's fine. And we just kind of walked around. I got to see Ceremony and her boyfriend James. And it was weird because before I went to the con, people were tweeting, I just saw Loki Hates You at Kamikaze. I just saw him walk by my table. Like, I think I got to take a picture with Loki Hates You. And I was like, who is at this con that's pretending to be me? And as it turns out, it's just James, Ceremony Cosplay's boyfriend, who is an awesome Loki cosplayer. And to me, I think he's the best Loki cosplayer I've ever seen. But people kept thinking he was me because he doesn't have a Facebook channel that I know of anyways. He might have one that I'm just overlooking, but like, he doesn't have a Facebook channel. So now whenever he gets seen, people think he's Loki Hates You, and they like asking him all these questions and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know how people can think I'm at this con when I'm not. So I ended up seeing him. That was really cool. We got to hang out for a couple of minutes. I got to see Steph von Schweetz. I got to see Genevieve Marie. I got to meet, actually, who was that? Vivid Vidka. She was there. We met briefly. And I got to see the Agents of Cosplay, all of, I got to see, what is his name? Jay and his kids. And, oh man, I got to see a bunch of people. Katie was there, and I got to see all the cosplayers. Not all. There was a few that I didn't get to actually touch base with. I also got to meet Scarlet Star, who had tweeted at me. She was one of the people who said, oh, I got to meet Loki Hates You, and I was like, that's impossible, I'm not even there. So that was funny meeting her for the first time. She's one of the few people, while I do occasionally complain about, like, oh, you know, girls flirt with me or whatever. Girls don't actually flirt with me online much, but I think one of the first things that Scarlet Star said to me on Twitter was, "I'm gonna see." She thought I was going to Dragon Con. She was like, "I'm gonna see Loki Hates You at Dragon Con, and I'm gonna touch his butt." And I basically wrote this whole thing about, like, how seeing an Asgardian's butt causes madness or something like that. And anyways, but it was just a write-off of, like, I'm not gonna flirt back with you because that's not really what we're here for. But I ended up meeting her, and she was super nice, and it was good to, you know, make her acquaintance, because she's a very cool person. So got to meet her, and then it was a short day on Friday. We hung around for a little while Friday night, and we were gonna have a game night. I wanted to have a game night. We're definitely gonna have a game night. Friday night didn't work out, so we all went home. As far as I know, everyone went to their respective living places, took showers, and just, like, crashed. There was no partying. There was no craziness. It was just, relaxing. So the next day, Saturday, we went in, had our costumes on. I did the sort of post-Hulk beating Loki. I had put some temporary tattoos on my face, on my nose and on my lip to make little scars, and I came downtown and I was dropping off my phone charger and another secret Halloween costume actually I dropped it off at the hotel room of some friends, and when I got there it was Harley Cat, Notorious B.O.B., and Suzuki-chan cosplay in the hotel room where I was dropping the stuff off. And Suzuki-chan was like, your wounds look all healed up. And I was like, nah, they're on my face. And she's like, let me get you straightened out. So she took her makeup kit and she gave me the really, like, deep bruising makeup that you see in some of the photos coming out from Kamikaze now. So that was a big hit. People seemed to like that. We got to do some more interesting fight poses with the bruising and stuff. So I was hoping to do a lot more, like, laying down, just, like, laying on the ground and acting like I just got my ass kicked. But when you're at a con and there's 10, 20 people lined up to take a photo, you can't really lay down as much as you want. You got to keep moving. So we didn't get to do much of that. So she did my makeup, we went in, we had fun for a lot of the day, and then about halfway through the day, had lunch, and changed into my Loki Halloween costume, my Crimson Peak cosplay. I was the spoopiest ghost, and no one knew who I was. No one could recognize me in my spoopy ghost costume because I was the spoopiest, and definitely no one recognized me ever. And Steven also had his spoopy Thor on, so we were all spoopy together, and we went and spooped around. Did a couple more shoots. Saturday night, went out, had a game night with Harley Cat, and Steven was there for a while. He tried to go to the Nerds Like Us after party, but it was just too intense. I think the noise was a little too much for him after a day of being dehydrated, so he kind of tapped out of that and went and joined us for a game night, but he actually tapped out of that as well. So the game night ended up being Harley Cat, myself, Steph Von Schweetz, Wind of the Stars cosplay, who I also got to see on Friday. The Sprightly One, another cosplayer who I've never really gotten to hang out with before, but I'm glad I did on Saturday night. She's very bombastic, just super energetic, and it was fun. It was fun playing with her because she is a gamer. Like, not to discount anyone else being a gamer, but she seems to know a lot more games than I do, like, just as far as, like, oh yeah, that's this game and that's this game. So she catches on to the rules real quick when you start playing a game. We played a little Trick or Treat. That was fun. Thanks, Tim and Lynn, for sending Trick or Treat. I don't think we got through the whole game before new players showed up, so we were like, should we restart this one? But we ended up playing Munchkin with the Munchkin expansion cards that Tim sent. We actually got the Dragon's Trike card out on the table. That was cool. And that went until about 2 o'clock in the morning, but then it was immediately 1 o'clock in the morning again. So Shay and I took the train home, and we got everyone back home safe. And then Sunday morning we went in, got in around 10:30. I had my Prince Loki, Avengers standard non-helmet Loki. Did a panel with Coslyceum about the nature of cosplay, trying to go from starting your cosplay to being... the name of the panel was from cosplay to on-screen or something like that. And I immediately, in my introduction in the panel, there was like myself and 5 other cosplayers, male cosplayers. I guess we were all male cosplayers, huh? Weird. I've always wanted to be in the Men of Cosplay panel with Ivy Doom Kitty, but I never get invited, so... But this wasn't that. This was the Coslyceum panel. But anyways, like, it was myself, Bernie Bregman, Ivan McCosplay, Furious Cosplay, there was another guy, I don't remember his name, and Steven. And we did the panel, and it was pretty standard, like, how'd you get into it and stuff. But there was also that feeling of, like, this is a panel about how you get famous at cosplay, and I was like, we're not the famous cosplayers. Like, we're cosplayers that are around a lot, and people know of us, but, like, we're not like celebrity making a living off of this cosplayers. Like, that's just not what's going on here. But anyways, it ended up being a pretty fun panel. Everyone got to kind of talk a little bit. And after that, we ended up getting kind of added on to a photography panel where Steven and I were doing a little bit of modeling, just to demonstrate some camera techniques. But it was sort of, I'm going to be honest, I didn't understand anything that was said at that photography panel. It was like in-depth, like ISO and friggin' shutter speed, and like how to reduce the friggin' bipolar glare on the lens configuration it was just way over my head. And you know, I don't know if we got any good shots in it or not, but some people took some pictures, and that was pretty much just us sitting there looking pretty. But we got to hang out with Mommy and Me Cosplay for a little while, for literally a couple minutes before the panel started on Sunday afternoon, and I got to meet her 2 tiny little boys who had their really awesome Loki and Thor cosplays, and you can see the video of that up on my Facebook page. That's actually compliments of Kat, so you can thank her for showing everyone what it's like when we're trying to wrangle 2 mini versions of ourselves, mini versions of our costumed selves. And then Sunday was just all getting hungrier and angrier and doing shoots for the rest of the day. I was extremely irritable by the end of Sunday because I was tired from walking around all weekend. I was hungry because I had only had breakfast I had breakfast at like 9 a.m. and then nothing until like 6 p.m. or something like that. So I was absolutely just like, everything was going right up my ass by Sunday afternoon. So if you saw me on Sunday afternoon and I seemed to be really short or disoriented or whatever, that's the reason, was because I just wanted to get out of there by the end of Sunday. Not that Kamikaze's a bad con or anything, but I really should have made some time to eat, and I didn't. I decided to try and see as many friends as I could, and, you know, It's a marathon. So we got out of there. We came home. Everybody got suited down. And then Steven had to take off back to Fresno. And then the real game night started, where Bennett, Kat, Shay, Brandy, Remy, and Bob showed up. And we tried to play a game of Voluspa, which was sent by Tim and Lynn. Thanks, Tim and Lynn. But we didn't have enough of a handle on the directions to make it through an entire game. So that's a work in progress. Remy, who sort of Rochambeaued for the game of Voluspa, she left it with me so that I can kind of play test it with a couple of my more focused friends. It's not going to be streamed when we learn how to play that game, but we're gonna learn how to play it. And then we'll try to stream it when I can get a group of cosplayers back in the house with me. So we ended up kind of wiping that off the table and then doing a short, very easy difficulty level game of Zombicide instead. And that went pretty well. There was a lot of interjections. There was a lot of talking on the phone, or not talking on the phone, but people checking their Facebook while we were playing. So if you go back to the Twitch stream and watch what I imagine is a 2.5-hour Zombicide game, you'll see me sort of wrangling everyone who's playing. I was just being the zombie banker, just making sure all the game pieces were on the table and the game itself was producing the right effects. But you'll see me kind of delegating, like, all right, guys, it's your turn. It's your turn. Get on it. What are you going to do? Ready? Make your move, because, like, you're going to do this now. So, that was fun, and it went into, like, midnight. Went until about midnight. And then everyone went home. And then I actually got up in the morning and had breakfast and went right back to bed. Just went right back to bed because it was too tired in here this morning. So that was my whole weekend. I'm sure I missed a couple important details, but we'll probably unearth those in the questions you guys have made in the past 20 minutes while I've been talking. Never been on the way that I ordered. My cat goes nuts for fresh air. It's snowing all day here. Oh, Lynn, it was snowing? Oh, that's awful. Jazzy, she's in Canada. Helen, I was all snowing. God, too much snow. Man. The S word. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the S word myself. Yeah. Beetlechum knows my pain. She wanted the main hall to be open just like I did at Kamikaze. Press badges are just, Marie McClickasmack. Marie McClickasmacky. Press badges is just like, if you buy a badge, you get a normal attendee badge. If you get a press badge, it's 1, free, and 2, it gives you access to like a couple more things. Like you can kind of be in panels a little earlier, and you can kind of just make your way around a little easier. And it's a 3-day pass, unlike some of the attendee badges, which are just for 1 day or 2 days. So a press badge is just a badge that they give you for free. The spawn we saw was really cool. I had never seen him before, but his spawn was incredible. His cosplay is, oh my god, he's on Instagram. Let me pull him up right now. I thought he was a different cosplayer at first. I thought he was Slowfinger cosplay, but he wasn't. Slowfinger cosplay's spawn costume is more cloth. This particular guy, something, I want to say Resurrection, but it's not Resurrection. It's like, oh man. Oh no, there's too many faves. It'll be in my history here. I'm gonna look up the Spawn cosplayer right now, I promise. Doing it. Okay, here he is. His name on Instagram is Rebirth MXD. So Rebirth as in to be born again, MXD. And that you can go on his Instagram and you can see all the shit that he's sculpted. Like, all his costumes are what looks to be clay sculpted and then rubber cast. His whole suit was like fabric with like rubber muscle, and it was really like spectacularly big and like spiky and weathered and like really grungy looking. It was cool. Let's see. Still laughing at the mental picture. How did the panels go on Sunday? The first panel was a little long-winded. The second panel was extremely technical. I honestly, if I'm ever going to get to do panels, if I'm ever going to get to host panels again, I really want to push for funny. Like, I just want to get some funny stuff happening in the panels because I'm just so tired of, like, what's cosplay like for you? How did you make your costume? What do you suggest for making costumes? Like, if you're gonna make a costume, you just do it. Like, you just gotta do it. You're not gonna get any insight from a panel about, like, your particular costume that you're making. So, hopefully we can start moving into doing more panels that are based on interacting with the audience completely about them, rather than about, here's how to, yeah, I do a double cross stitch, using a 3.58 needle on my, Singer model L75, and I find that when you're using a tension pressure around 80 to 87 foot-pounds of torque, you really got to be careful about shearing, especially heat shear. And it's like, why? Don't do a technical panel. Do a funny panel, and people can figure out the technical information online on YouTube or whatever. I don't know. I care not for technical bullshit. Yeah, the little kids were great. I was just so grrring. Think crankily Jigglypuff with glasses on. I keep thinking about Loki would be making faces at Thor under the sheet. It's true. That happened. Steven did have a smiley face. I don't know who drew that smiley face on it, but it was there. So I don't know. He had a smiley face, but he also had some blood makeup on his forehead from being like battle wounded. And when he put the sheet on his head, it absorbed it. So he had like a blood-stained smiley face head. I'll drive 5 hours to Memphis to help haul your crap around the con, but I require a fee and good food. Kristen, let me address this little comment right now. Do not come to a con under the presumption that you're going to be our handler. We do not need handlers. We don't even particularly want handlers. So, when you're offering to go out of your way to come to a con, thinking that you're going to be our handler, and also saying that you're demanding money and food, you're going to be sorely disappointed. You're welcome to drive 5 hours to the con for the sake of enjoying the con. And if you'd like to meet us, be around. And we will probably get a few minutes to hang out. But do not approach us at a convention and offer to be our handlers. That is not a thing that we want you to do. There's nobody in the world who we want coming up to us expecting to work for us for a day. Even if you want to, even if you've seen that it's happened with somebody else. We don't want that expectation. So, come on by, meet us, say hello. That's all we can guarantee. But there will be no applications for handler status in any way, shape, or form. But if you want to come to Memphis, I'll be happy to see you. Only took most of an hour. Hey, Amada. Cat. Here we go. There was this awesome Hello Kitty at DC in a cosplay panel. They took their head off and it was a dude. Yeah. Funny how that works when you see those big giant costumes that are completely concealing someone's identity, and then they take off their costume and it's someone you're not expecting at all. When I was at BlizzCon a couple of years ago, I was dating someone who was in the costume contest, and one of the contestants that actually ended up being, I think, second place was a Tuskar, a big cartoonish kind of walrus creature from World of Warcraft. And when I was backstage, the Tuskar walks on stage and it just had kind of a Jedi vest on and a belt. And as this Tusk walrus is walking across the stage, the belt falls off and kind of gets wrapped around its ankles, and it just keeps walking. And later on, after the contest was over, this little goofy walrus thing, I guess it's not little, it was probably around 5'10", 5'11", takes off its head, and I swear to God, it was like Natalie Portman was in there. It was like this beautiful young woman was inside this costume, and I was like, I was expecting you to be some 30-year-old guy, or anyone but this beautiful girl who could have pulled off any sexy girl costume in the world. But she was just like, nah, I'm in this giant chubby walrus foam suit thing, and I was like, well, all my expectations have been torn down and rebuilt in your image. There you go. You're my new hero. Maple candies for myself. Picked up apple and spice and maple flavor. Were you able to find Miley Tiny Thunder? Yes, there should be a couple of pictures with Miley Tiny Thunder, but we didn't get a chance to do a pro shoot with her, so keep an eye on her page. She'll probably post those pictures. I think her mom took the photos, so hopefully they came out alright. But we did get to see her in her Tiny Loki costume. It was unfortunately during the part of my day where I was just super frustrated about everything, so that's kind of rough, but we did get to see her. Hey Jade, someone pack snacks for you guys and eat. Yeah, I mean, the thing about having someone carry around snacks for us is that it takes up all of their time. And they don't get to enjoy the con because they're following us around with snacks. And the thing is, most of the time we don't even get to eat the snacks, even if they are right next to us. It's that busy that we don't have time to open up a bag of chips and eat a little bag of chips. It's just too hectic. Yeah, you sacrifice eating and sleeping, and it's it is very. It's overwhelming in the sense that you just go above and beyond without even thinking about it. You just exert yourself to a point where your body is suffering and you don't even notice for hours. Oh no, bye Dead Purple. I got that game and I found a video on how to play it. Well, if you want to forward that video to me, it might help me learn how to play Voluspa. Yeah, somebody's got to be the boss on game night, so Casey Swenson got my message. Oh, Cassie, not Casey. Well, I'm glad you got my message. I'm gonna be honest, Cassie, I don't really know which message that was. I don't really read the names. I just respond to the context. Oh, Cassie, alright, I see. Cassie is someone that I think I filmed. Was it a picture or was it a little video? That happened a couple times this weekend, so I'm glad you got the message. Man, it always seems like someone's having a shitty night, but it always kind of seems like it at least makes the night better to have a stream, so I'm glad that the night's getting better, but I'm not glad the night was shitty to start with. Is your name Will or Bill? I can't seem to get it right. People mostly call me Bill, so that's the best way to do it. I'd say go with Bill. I heard you were talking about Mac names on your last stream, so I had to make sure. Oh, talking about McCookie names? Like Marie McCookin? McCoogan? I don't like the S word either. Really pretty hand. Oh, you wore a really pretty hand-painted cape. Oh, my good friend Lady Lovely looked amazing. Okay, yes. Cassie. Yes. I remember now. I'm glad that you got the message. Sad they didn't show more of Loki in Avengers Age of Ultron. Well, you know, something had to be cut from the movie. It was like a 3-hour movie. Living room. Man, how much more packing? What is this? Harry Arms. Harry, what this is this is people who share a passion for a certain cosplayer. And it's me recapping my weekend at the Stan Lee's Kamikaze convention in Los Angeles. So that's what you're watching right now, and I'm just kind of reading through the chat and making sure people's comments are being fielded. Are you doing a panel in Memphis? You know what? I don't think we are doing a panel in Memphis. We have a booth. I'll have to check, honestly. If we do, it'll be one panel. It'll probably be the same sort of like, what's cosplay to you? Interpret. Please talk about cosplay. So it'll be the same kind of like softball, like, well, cosplay's for everyone, and we're here, friends, everyone's friends. So, I don't know, like, we'll see how that turns out, but I try to make it as interesting as possible whenever we have a panel. Hey, Kyra. What's happening? Harry really wants to know what's happening. The awkward family panel was hysterical. Yeah, I want to do more awkward family panel. So, if you guys want to tweet at your local cons and try to get us invited, maybe include the link to the awkward family panel. Like, that's our, you know, that's what we're here to try to do. Love Rain, especially the awkward family panel is awesome. Excited about the rain. Yeah, California rain is very exciting. Cat, man, love the rain. Uh-oh, wet cat. Okay. Blah, rain. No, not blah, it's good. What about Memphis? What about Memphis? I'm gonna be at Memphis. I'll be there. I'll be packing right now if anyone needs me. Scream or send a tweet. Well, scream at Lynn. Loki is unpredictable. Kind of makes me paranoid. Cassie, don't be paranoid. I'm not always playing tricks on people. Okay, a lot of talk about the weather. 14 pairs of mittens to stuff in this one carry-on. Working hard saving up for my Loki costume. I don't want to make more money, so I'll have at least $50 left over. Well, I don't know how much you're aiming for, but $50 isn't a lot to have left over. Is the video frozen, or is anyone else right now? I'm going to try. It's frozen for a second. It'll come back. It'll come back. Okay, reloaded it. All good now. I was exhausted. I have to bullshit this assignment that is due tonight because the article that I need to read I'm not allowed to access. Oh no, that sucks. Talking about Wraith stuff. Short assignment on political, but I lack the information on political socialization. Wow. A lot of technical speak on Wraith's homework. Oh, Beetle Chum has pictures of me in the cloak. Yeah, that was a cool looking cloak, and we got some good pictures of that. I hope to see those soon. Make sure, if you're posting any pictures on Facebook of me, even if you tag it to me, if it's on your personal profile, I can't access it. It'll show me in my Facebook alerts, this person tagged Loki Hates You in this picture. And then I'll go to look at the picture, and it'll say, we can't access that right now. And I have to go back into my personal profile to access your personal profile. And then I still can't really share it as my costume profile, so it's a pain in the ass. So if you have a photo that you think you want me to share, or particularly see at all, maybe message it to me on Facebook, like actually PM me with it, or post it on my wall on Facebook. That way I can actually really share it and not just like kind of see that it's there as a little thumbnail and then never actually get a closer look at it. Find a better material to work with. Cardboard. Cardboard does work to some extent. Kind of person who likes my props. Yeah, cardboard is a good material that's cheap and plentiful, but it's definitely going to get abused over time. It's not going to last forever. Glad to hear y'all are coming close to Nashville. Sorry I joined the stream late. When are you going to be in Memphis? I'll make sure to take time off and come see you finally. I will be in Memphis November 20th through the 22nd. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Memphis Comic and Fantasy Con. Just go to that site and you'll see us. Or go to my Facebook page. It should be on the front page. I came down the hallway and heard my name being spoken. I liked it. I've had a rough past 2 days and know there's more to come. Definitely appreciate your streams. Sometimes it's the small things in life that can make someone's day. Thanks for that. Hey, no problem, buddy. This, it's a good part of my day too, to be able to kind of come and talk to you guys and not be able to talk sometimes. It's just weird because they all call me Lynn, and my friends outside the comp call me Net. Oh, well, Lynn is sort of, if you look at lightning, like there's an L and a Y and an N in there. I think it's just easier for me to say Lynn, because I don't know, Net is not built into the word lightning. I found a story in the mythology Loki saves a boy from a demon. That doesn't sound like me. Yeah, these streams are very stress relieving. One of very few times where I can socialize comfortably. I'm thinking I might need to find an occupation where I can just give people a place to like chill out, like a real lounge, Like I feel like every lounge in the world that's called a lounge is a loud bar. And maybe I just want to make like a safe house where people can just come to my apartment and just like chill out with me. And it's one person at a time. And we'll just sit there and like watch TV, or like I'll be making a grilled cheese. And be like, so what's going on, buddy? Like, and it'll cost like, let's say $30 an hour. And you can just find refuge here with me and just hang out. That's it. And that's how I want to live my life. I think I could do that 8 hours a day. Just hang out with people and try to take some of the edge off. Darkling. I worked in retail, have to be around certain people. Streams help with stress. I know where to get them. I can make them super hard. I'll spray them with citrochlorothane. Let them sit for 3 hours. Yeah, technical costume building stuff I don't know anything about. This is the first time I've been able to watch your live stream. Really, Lady Piper? Well, welcome. I'm happy you could make it. We'd have to make a schedule for that. The streams are the same for me. I just like to hang out and listen and laugh. 30 an hour. Well, hey, boys got to make a living. You know what I mean? Marvel Loki is way different from the one in mythology. Well, yeah. I mean, all the mythology stuff is impossible to keep track of. It's a little cyclical. Pay for that. Got social anxiety, so that sounds pretty good. Well, the price tag is a little high, but I think I could do it. While playing games. Hey man, I'd love to be one of these like professional Twitch streamers, but I don't think I'm good enough. Like I think a lot of the professionals are like just really good at games. 25 if you bring your own board game. Yeah, why not? Hey Jen, welcome, Cosmic Cupcake Cosplay. It's complaining today because the company I work for just gave most of the employees stock shares to raise morale. That's pretty cool. Of all the shitty things I hear about companies doing, giving stock sharing is nice. At conventions, have you ever thought about maybe doing a cosplay skit, like a short play with ThorTV? Yeah, I mean, ThorTV talking about... ThorTV and I talk about doing short skits all the time. However, cons are not a good place for it. It's so hectic and so busy that you can't... We try to do 5-second dub smashes at cons, and we can't get through them. We can't do 5-second videos at Comic-Cons because there's people literally in shorter than 5-second intervals all day asking for photos. So trying to do any sort of scripted like setup skit is nigh on impossible. There isn't actually any description of Loki's hair in Myth. The red hair comes from UPG from Lokians. I don't know what that means. Professional Twitch streamers. Of course there are. There's people that make thousands and thousands of dollars on Twitch every year. I know, what's his name? We had mentioned it on a stream a couple weeks ago. PewDiePie made $12 million this year from streaming. There you go. People just give money to streamers. If I could, I would live off YouTube, but the lack of equipment for talent. The thing is, it can be demanding on your time. Even though it sounds like fun, I'll stay here and listen to you. Okay? Yeah, you're professional streamers. Also people who get paid to do it as well. YouTubers and Viners are starting to make bank. That's true. I think people are on Vine anyways. Running around bringing the laptop with me into the bedroom. Basically, okay. My friends made Twitch are trying to convince me to stream on Twitch. I just don't know if I can deal with the trolls. There's no trolls. Hey, but Stephanie, you don't need to worry about trolls for the first couple of years that you'll be streaming. And by then, the few that you'll get, you'll have cut your teeth on. It's fine. And you can just ban anyone you want. So, just don't have a zero tolerance policy. If you had to guess how many photos would you say you posed for during one day at a con? At a day wearing my big costume at a con, I would say we take around 1,200 photos. Let's say that. If we're there for 1,200, let's say 1,200, only because I don't know how to count. My company isn't private. Oops, Lokians. Hi, Jennifer. UPG basically means a belief that has become extremely popular and is usually accepted by most people. Lokians are people that worship myth Loki. Weird. I got called... Oh, no. Jen, the best thing to do with trolls is not ever give them the microphone. Do not ever give them the mic. Don't draw attention to them. So when they say something mean to you, you don't repeat what they said. Yeah. Harry is on TV. Harry seems to be very easily amused. I don't think you want them to go. The trolls seem to hit up anyone streaming. Jackbox games. What is Jackbox games? Here's no proper English. It's a pet peeve of mine. Someone says something like, ain't got no. You just have to be a smartass. Lower the banhammer. Right. Do you ever get to a con? Well, that's what Friday was for me. If I go to a con and I want to enjoy it, I wear Prison Loki, and no one knows what the hell Prison Loki is. There's the hardcore Loki fans, and they understand what Prison Loki is. And then everyone else is like, why aren't you wearing a costume today? And I'm like, I am wearing a costume. And they're like, oh, you're not. You're just not. And I'm like, good. That's great that you think that, because now I can walk past you and go see the thing I want to see or the person I want to see. Hey, Harry's mom. Jill. Hi, Jill. I love you. Thank you for being a mom. Thank you for being Harry's mom. Harry seems very excitable, and I can see how that would be exhausting. So, I'm happy that that you're taking care of him. Please don't call serious religion groups Lokians. Not all of us praise him. Oh, let's not start any religious arguments. I don't even want that happening here. Well, let's just drop that right now. Yes, I mean, I don't want you spamming. If you guys are going to try to get me invited to a con by tweeting at a con, definitely don't, like, spam them. Lots of fun games. Okay, well, maybe Jackbox. See, I don't like little short games. So a lot of the indie games I'm not into. I want to make Frigga's outfit when she visits Loki in prison. I'm excited about watching you unbox stuff. Well, we already unboxed. This was the only thing we unboxed. I needed a storage bin, and someone was kind enough to send this off my Amazon wishlist, which you'll see the link to in the description below the video. So this was the only thing that got unboxed today, and tomorrow there will be more. So I try to do these once a day if packages come in. And then if no packages come in, maybe we'll just do it anyways. Can we stay away from all that? It would probably make more sense if you wore chains in prison Loki costume. At least it's more comfortable. If you wore chains in prison Loki costume. But he's not wearing chains in the cinematic. In the movie, he doesn't wear chains while he's in prison. Perhaps we don't understand what's happening here. Okay, moving along. I think it's fun watching unboxing videos, easily amused, I guess. I was wondering when you were going to unbox. Yeah, the unboxing was the first thing we did. There's something to unbox on Wednesday, wink wink. Okay. What's your favorite console game? My favorite console game is Super Smash Bros. 4 for the Wii U. That's pretty much the only console game I play. It's the only one I feel like I'm any good at. So I've streamed it before, where we did some challenges and stuff like that. But typically, if I'm going to go over somebody's house and play on a console, it's going to be Smash Brothers. So yeah, that's the only console game I play. Do you get mistaken for a woman from behind? I won't lie, it's happened. Do you? Thought about possibly doing a Thomas Sharp cosplay since you do look like Tom Hiddleston. No, because I'm not going to cut my hair, and 2, I don't really look like Tom Hiddleston. So, Thomas Sharp will not be cosplayed. Saturday, my ghost costume is about the closest you're going to get to a Crimson Peak cosplay. My life was so empty without you. I still haven't played Wii U. What's your favorite character in the version of Smash Brothers? Ness has always been and will always be my favorite Smash Brothers character. So if you ever want to play Smash Brothers, please feel free. Jazzy, don't worry about it. Jazzy, and everybody else, don't get started on what I do and don't look like. I'm here to defend myself, and I don't need you guys policing this sort of thing. Are there any other words that are banned? Not that I can think of. I'll know it when I see it, and I'll let you guys know in no uncertain terms which words I don't like hearing. Do you cosplay anything else besides Loki? I have cosplayed other things, but no one cared. They were basically Halloween costumes. I've done Lobo, I've done Ace Ventura, I've done The Crow, and no one cared. So Harry Arms says, "What do your farts smell like?" That's a great question. Hold on a second. Let me just make sure we're going to block that user. Perfect. All right. So Harry's blocked. Halo is the best. Well, if you like Halo, I just don't like using a controller to do first-person shooters. Well, Kyra, I'll fight you. I'll fight you any day of the week. Just send me a PM. Kat, you've never seen my logo? I'll show you later. Yeah, it's just when people start being like, "Oh, you don't look like Tom Hiddleston. You look like Bill." It's like, yeah, it's kind of my line. I'll take care of it. If people want to say it when they're not around me, like, I can't do anything about it. But when I'm directly in a conversation with somebody and they're like, "You look just like this other guy," I'm just like, "Well, no, I don't. Don't worry about it." But we're... Oh, well, you've seen the pictures. The costume's gone. I threw that costume out years ago. That's, God, that was, 10 years ago I wore that costume. If not, maybe 9. But it's been gone for a long time. As, I think the Ace Ventura costume, I may still have the Hot Tamales shirt. And I definitely have those pajama pants. I could do Ace Ventura again, but my hair is a little too long for it, unfortunately. No one else takes me seriously when I'm mad, unfortunately. I'm going to finish packing. Have a good night. Good night, Lynn. Miss you. But actually, while Lynn's heading out, I'm probably going to head out myself. And I'm going to... Actually, Brandy is heading out tomorrow to get on a plane, so I'll probably end up giving Brandy a call. Maybe we'll go get frozen yogurt or something. And, let her hit the road on her own terms. So, how do you manage to brush off the haters? It seems everyone has something to say about something. Cassie, on the internet it's easy. Typically, if you have someone who's on your channel and they're hating on you, you just block them. You block them or you silence them or something. Like, you just shut it down. Don't argue with them. It doesn't matter. Their opinion, they're not the person who's running your channel. You're the person who's running your channel. No job search stuff is coming up right now. Don't worry about my job search. It's gonna happen. It'll be fine. There's some things that I'm looking into right now. I tend to play more puzzle games as a lot of the other. Night. Okay, so yeah, that's exactly right, Jazz. They want a reaction from you. So you guys have a good one. I will talk to you all very soon, and I hope you're all well, and I hope you're all happy and stuff. And yeah, good night. Miss you. Love you. Bye.